وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولقد أرسلنا إلى من قبلك فأخذناهم بالبأساء والضراء لعلهم يتضرعون فلولا إذ جاءهم بأسنا تضرعوا ولكن قست قلوبهم وزين لهم الشيطان ما كانوا يعملون فلما نسوا ما ذكروا به فتحنا عليهم أبواب كل شيء حتى إذا فرحوا بما أوتوا أخذناهم بغتة فإذا هم مبلسون فقطع دابر القوم الذين ظلموا والحمد لله رب العالمين صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Al-An'am, yesterday where we stopped, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had called upon the kuffar that if a punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes, or the hour, which would mean that the day of judgment or the last day or your death comes to you right now, who will you call naturally? And they would call, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had told us, and these people, this was what those people would do, that they would not call anyone except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All these idols and other things that they used to worship, they will not think of them, because deep down they knew that we have created them with our own hands and they cannot protect us from anything. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا إِلَىٰ مِّن قَبْلِكَ فَأَخَذْنَاهُمْ. We have sent messengers, we did send messengers, إِلَىٰ مِّن قَبْلِكَ, upon Umam is the plural of ummat or ummah, so nations or communities, min qablika, before you. فَأَخَذْنَاهُمْ بِالْبَأْسَاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَضَرَّعُونَ. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about the two kind of tests that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put on every nation. فَأَخَذْنَاهُمْ بِالْبَأْسَاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَضَرَّعُونَ. The first that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned is that we put them through hardships and sufferings. لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَضَرَّعُونَ, so that they may يَتَضَرَّعُونَ, that they may ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in humility. They become softened and cry before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or supplicate before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in humility. So that's the first thing, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts hardship and suffering over people so that they will soften and think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the way of calamity. فَلَوْلَا إِذْ جَاءَهُمْ بَأْسُنَا تَضَرَّعُوا. Allah, why then did they not supplicate in humility from us when a calamity from us came upon them? فَلَوْلَا إِذْ جَاءَهُمْ بَأْسُنَا تَضَرَّعُوا. Why is it not that they did not supplicate in humility or make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and become humble before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because of these hardships? وَلَكِنْ قَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُمْ. Instead their hearts were hardened. وَزَيَّنَ لَهُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. And shaitan adorned for them, made beautiful for them what they were doing. So what they were doing, shaitan told them that this is the best thing that you are doing, and they kept on doing what they were doing and did not think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَلَمَّا نَسُوا مَا ذُكِّرُوا بِهِ. Thereafter, when they forgot the advice that they were given, so Anbiya were sent, they did not listen to them, and a punishment was sent upon them by way of hardship and suffering, and they did not listen to Anbiya, and their hearts stayed hard, and they did not listen or humiliate themselves before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَلَمَّا نَسُوا مَا ذُكِّرُوا بِهِ. When they were told about these, when the Anbiya did nasihat to them or tazkir to them, or gave them reminders, and they forgot and did not listen, فَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ أَبْوَابَ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. We opened up for them doors of everything. We started giving them everything in this world. Allah, حَتَّى إِذَا فَرِحُوا بِمَا أُوتُوا. Until they became proud of what they were given. So this is the second test which comes in lives of people, that the test of plenty, the test of abundance. And Sahaba have said that we were tested in the same way in both the situations. We were tested with hardship and we were tested with plenty and abundance. And then they have said that we found the test of abundance and plenty to be harder than the test, more difficult than the test of hardship. So similar is the case that this is the second test that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends, and these are all because of mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Before the final punishment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives samples of punishment, that little punishment or little torment in this world or little hardship will bring people towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will act as a reminder to them. But the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said that if you see people who are in good shape, in a plentiful state in this world, and still they are steadfast on disobedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then be sure about them that this is istidraj from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, something which is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them, and through that push them away. So they will keep indulged in what they are doing and never think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us that this is istidraj. And this also tells us that when we see somebody in a good shape in this world, it does not mean that they are accepted in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or if somebody is in a bad shape, it does not mean that they are not accepted or beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not made this dunya or this world a place of reward. This dunya or this world is always a struggle. Always a struggle. Even if somebody is in a plentiful state, they still have struggle to stay steadfast on their iman and obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي كَبَدٍ. Constant struggle, constant struggle. So this dunya is darul amal, and the akhirah is the darul jaza, the place of reward. So if somebody is in a good shape, they should not be happy. If somebody is in a bad shape, they should not be worried. All that matters is if we are connected and obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or not. So these people, they indulged in that. أَخَذْنَاهُمْ بَغْتَةً فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْلِسُونَ. And then what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do? We seized them suddenly, and they were left in despair, hopeless. So they lost all hope. So in neither situation they connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَقُطِعَ دَابِرُ الْقَوْمِ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا. Then Allah sent such a punishment upon them that Allah uprooted them to the last man. Not even a sign of their population, their progeny remained on this earth, and they were all wiped off the face of the earth. And this is, the examples are several. Qawm Lut, the nation of Lut, they were turned upside down, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wiped them away, destroyed every single living being in them. Similarly, Ad, there was a cry sent upon them. People of Fir'aun, they were drowned. These examples are there for these mushrikeen, for the non-believers who are troubling the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that the exact same thing happened to them. That a Nabi was sent to them, he would call them towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, call them towards good, give them reminders. They would not listen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested them with plenty. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested them with hardship, so that they could listen to these Anbiya, but they did not, and then they were finally wiped off. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. And praises to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and thanks is to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the worlds, that such a fitna, such evil people were wiped away from the face of this earth. So this is what we should learn from these ayat, is that when a hardship comes or when plenty comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we should connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by way of sabr and by way of shukr. If we do not have that, then na'uzu billah, we are away from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we have that, then even in the hardest of times, we are the best people. We are the best people. We are the most beloved and accepted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us belief over this and action over this. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. صلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.